Hey everybody, this is Joe at Synergy17, and I'm just going to do a quick tutorial on how I modify a graphic to engrave onto a black tumbler, since it's slightly different. When you do a graphic like this on a colored tumbler, doesn't matter what color, it looks perfectly fine. But on a black one, you kind of have to invert it. So what I would do is, I'm taking this tutorial based upon another one that I saw recently. So what I would do is this. If your object is completely closed, you just simply need to contour it. So this one's got some openings, so what I'm going to do is I'm still going to contour it, but I'm going to have to modify it a little bit. I'm just going to leave that default. That's perfectly fine for me. Now, it's got a bunch of junk on it, and I'll clean it up, but for right now, this is good enough. I'm going to break this group apart. So basically, I have this. It's pretty ugly. Now, what I could do is I could break it apart and then delete. Let me go to wireframe. I could delete all this junk. I don't need any of that. Okay, now I have this outline. Now, I'm going to put this back over just so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so let's say, let me get rid of these little bumps here. Just delete those. Okay, and if I want this to kind of follow his head, of course I could just kind of, whoops, put a node there. Let me just grab it. No big deal. So I'd probably want to get rid of this here. If I want a rounder head, I could either disconnect this and reconnect the nodes, or I could just kind of get rid of all this stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go in here and get rid of this here. And I'll clean this up here. Okay, anyways, perfectly fine. And let's just say I'm happy with that. I mean, I can, like I said, I can clean this up more, pull this out, but let's just say I'm happy with that. So now all I really need to do is I need this part here to be black, and then I need the part that was black before to be white. And that's basically an inverted image of this. So now when it engraves, it'll just engrave where it's black, and I'll leave the white part alone. So what I'm going to do is I want to show you an example of what it would look like. I'm going to combine that. So I'm going to take the still one and I'm going to power clip it into here. Make this a little smaller so it fits on this. Bring it to the front. Let me see here. Bring this down here. And that's kind of what it would look like. So this is the inverse of this, but with an outline. So not too difficult. Like I said, you want to contour it or get some type of outline. Even if you want to hand draw an outline, that would have been fine too. Just hand draw the outline, make that black, and then invert this part to be white. And that's it. And then when you engrave it, it'll come out fine.